In our particular product, when it comes to sprouts, we in a sense have two different parts to this business. We grow sprouts hydroponically, and what that means is basically we'll take a natural organic seed and we have a piece of equipment that after 5, 7 days it takes for the sprout to grow and pop, and then we harvest. It's very, very sensitive to temperature and to handling. And then the other part of our business, we have flats, 10 by 20 flats, about 2 inches deep, that we grow in organic soil, wheatgrass and sunflower greens and pea shoots and such. And that's another part of our business. We have to be constantly aware of bacteria contamination. And that's why we have a HACCP plan and are constantly trying to keep the drums clean that we grow in, the floors, the drains, the tables, the different instruments we use. And then also for every harvest, we get water samples after the first 24 hours of when the sprout is growing, and we send it out to a third-party lab, Dival Labs. They're in Lincolnwood. They come by and then they give us a report within 24 hours for E. coli and Salmonella. So we're testing for 0157, which is a rather deadly form of E. coli, and there are a number of different forms of it, and it's been implicated in over a period of time, over years, with some different sprout outbreaks. We've been fortunate; we've never been involved with one, but there was an incident back in December, and unfortunately, all the sprout growers get painted with a broad brush, and it can affect your business. So that's always in the back of your mind. It's a big responsibility. You don't want to get anybody sick. That's the last thing you want to do. Oh, I think it's already taken hold. There are a lot of issues that you have to deal with versus farming out 100 miles away from here. A lot of these buildings have issues, contamination issues from what they were being utilized for. And it's very expensive to, I think, upgrade between the electrical and the plumbing, and just getting things set up so that the FDA, for instance, will approve it, let alone any of your other food inspectors. So there's a big commitment there. Well, one of our bigger accounts is Whole Foods. We supply all the Whole Foods in the Chicago area and suburbs, and then deliver to one of their warehouses in Indiana, and they supply the Midwest, like Michigan, Indiana, Wisconsin, St. Louis. And then we supply some of the wholesalers down at the Produce Mart, as well as a lot of different health food stores and juice bars, a little bit to Treasure Island, Sunset Foods over the years. And then the public also, word of mouth, and going on our internet site, they come by and purchase product. I was going to say, I think the whole idea of what we're involved here is nutrition, and it's a slow process for people to start thinking about what they're putting in their mouths and how it affects them and how they feel. And as our society is aging, and you have health insurance issues, I guess the best prevention is sprouts and wheatgrass, and just being very conscious of your own health. So, and it's a slow process for people to come around to that. Oftentimes we have people who are battling cancer, and they've been to some various institutes or doctors, and they come by and they want to change their diets completely. And oftentimes, I think more than not, it helps them out. I would say that basically it's running a small business nowadays is a challenge, whether you got a hardware store or you're a sales rep or a sprout grower, and you just try to turn out a good product, and you got to have some good people working for you. And we're very fortunate over a period of time we found a good. We're a small organization. We've got some dedicated people here, and they go that extra mile sometimes to make things happen. So couldn't do it without them.